So hello everyone, my name is Wolfgang Hankeln and I'm sitting here with Giorgos Kotoulas from Crete. And today we are talking about the GSC and the OSD. First of all, can you introduce yourself and your field of research?
Well, I'm a researcher in the Hellenic Center of Marine Research in Crete. And I'm a population geneticist interested in evolution, of course. And this is how I try to approach biodiversity. And over the years, I got involved in genomics research, which offers a lot of data, both variation and functional information as well. And I try to see biodiversity in a kind of holistic way as much as possible.
So this is your first time at the GSC?
Yes, this is my first time.
And what were the themes or topics that were particularly interesting?
I think there are a lot of interesting overlapping between the themes. What I find very interesting is to be able to work at different scales, geographic scales, time scales, and the idea of being possible to do it in the future. Until now, marine research is isolated actions depending on funding and so on, so it's difficult to interpret so complex phenomena.
And what do you think is the input that the GSC can give to a broader community?
We have monitoring data, environmental data, so we know how our planet has evolved in terms of environmental variation, but we don't know how it affects the biological diversity. And this is much more complex to get and to standardize. And it needs a lot of effort because it's not only machine dependent, as is weather forecasting.
So why do you think a genomic observatory site should participate in the OSD and contribute to this huge data collection effort?
Yes, I think that without genomics that opens some light to this black box that is biodiversity is inaccessible indeed. It's very slow to get biodiversity data, and you don't have functional information, and you don't have it in almost real time that you can get by genomics approaches.
And why do you think it's now the perfect time to start such an initiative with a sampling day which is globally on a global scale and in a community effort?
Because we know our limitations in terms of understanding the planet. There is a need to go fast. Changes are happening very quickly, and also technology is there that allows data acquisition, and internet is there which allows communication and so on.
So what are the hopes in terms of results that scientists are expecting which can come out of the OSD data analysis in the end?
I think we can address the complexity at a local scale, the interaction between organisms themselves and between organisms and environmental parameters, and you need the time series data to understand this. And then we can also analyze interconnection between different sites at a global scale. So the phenomena are occurring at different spatial and time scales, and we need to have this to be able to say something about our data.
And what are particularly interesting phenomena that you would like to go deeper and understand thoroughly?
Well, I think first of all we have to know what is, say, for humans we need to know anatomy and physiology, and it took years. We don't have this for the marine environment. The basic function, the basic structure, even at the single time point. So we have a lot of effort to do to know what is there.
And what are the hopes like in terms of, you think of climate change and,
yes,
and global impact?
Once we know how it functions, and we can try to see how diversity responds to changes, either human-induced or not, and it maybe help understand if they are human-induced or not.
So why are international efforts like the MicroB3 Ocean Sampling Day important in general?
I think because we need concerted to address questions in a concerted way, and this is one of the main characteristics of MicroB3. It has a global view in terms of interdisciplinarity and in terms of involving a lot of countries, stations, and so on. So I think that MicroB3 is really in the good direction of addressing scientific questions.
All right, so thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice meeting.
Thank you very much.